All right, guys, we are back. I just got back from the walk this morning. I'm gonna get ready for my day here, but I thought I'm gonna knock out one of those goals right now. So I talked about doing an end-to-end test. I mentioned using um, Asana to do my Kanban boards for my backlog. That's what you see here on the left there. This is a Kanban board that just keeps myself organized of the things I'm trying to accomplish. You can see the features backlog on the left. Those are just a big list of big ideas and things I know that I'm wanting to do. An update, you can see I've talked about adding Venmo to the payment options and check security and get some integrations. So those are just some lists of things that some features I want to add. You can see in progress is what I've been talking about on the phone or on the phone on these videos in progress. I'm doing end-to-end test and then just fix a job board posting error that has propped up. So end-to-end testing, I've mentioned this a few times. Set up an account on Common Creatives. I was able to verify that's all working well. So for those again who are watching this and haven't taken the opportunity to create an account, head on over there. It's free. It's always going to be free. Get yourself set up on the community. Start letting the world know that you freelance and what you do. So the next ones you can see is make a purchase on Common Creative Store, and the next one is going to be test job board form. And again, I've been doing that, and that's what led to that fixed job board posting error. So I thought I'd take you along the journey of doing that one. So make a purchase on Common Creative Store. I'm going to make a purchase for myself. Um, mentioned wanting to get a new hat. There are a bunch of awesome hats that I've been working on and that are on the store. So I'm going to show you that. We're going to go through this end-to-end testing together. So I'm on the home page. I'm going to go to my shop. There are hats. Again, a future video or previous video, there was a bug that we fixed up here. That's all working well now. On a true end-to-end test, you want to test a lot of different environments or a lot of different ways people may experience your website. You want to make sure mobile is spot on and works really good, because that's a good large part of your traffic is going to come in through mobile. Mobile phones, mobile applications, mobile responsive web. I don't currently have a mobile app for Common Creatives. That's something that I'm hoping to build out someday. But this website, the e-commerce store and the social working network, has been optimized for a responsive web. That's just a fancy way of saying it looks and behaves well on mobile phones. So going back to my hat. So I'm going to do a little end-to-end test here with you guys. I'm going to actually make a purchase myself. I'm going to get a new hat. And really what I'm testing here is making sure that I can make a full order, that it's processed and sent in. And that's part of the end-to-end testing. So as I mentioned, I'm working with Printful. They are an print on demand company. Once these orders are placed, it's sent off to them. And they also do some really awesome stuff. So it's hard to see in these pictures, but you can see some like the logo they do embossing. So it's not just print; you can get it letter embossed. Um, but you can see there's three styles that I have right now. So you've got the original CC Freelance cap at the very top. I can't see very well in the video, but it says Freelance, the iconic black. You've got the CC Freelance cap V2, which the difference on that one is it says CC uh, in the front, and then on the back uh, it says I freelance. And then the one I'm going to test out today is this one over here, which is a lot like the hat I'm sporting now and have been in these videos, which is the CCI freelance cap with mesh back. And you can see in the back side is the mesh side. So let's do an end-to-end test for that. I'm going to go. You can give it a second here. It's going to launch. Like any e-commerce store, you can check out the product in different views, and yeah. So I know I personally want this hat. I think it's pretty awesome, and so we're gonna go for it. So Just want to add, like an e-commerce store, you've got a description. A lot of the descriptions actually came from Printful, so that's what's been awesome about working with them is a lot of the detail about the actual product and the product they use to make these. Um, it comes from them, so that's been helpful in streamlining and getting information into the store. My integration with their setup allows me to capture the information that they have, bring it in the store, populate the code for it. It has really sped up things, which has been really helpful to do that. Some additional information, and then no reviews yet, but yeah, so you guys can help me with that here coming up. There's also related products too. Um, so in the iFreelance graphic design one for those who are freelancing graphic design, some of the women apparel, so for my ladies friends, and yeah, so that's kind of the store there. Everything's looking good there. Looks like it's working. Information is coming right. I can add more takeaways. So I'm going to actually test that out. So I'm going to add 2 here to the cart. Let it do its thing. I've now got a cart. Everything's looking right there. I see that they have 2 in there. I can remove it, and then I've got a total on here. I do currently have on the site that free shipping on orders over 50. So you can see that the site did pick up that I am over 50, and it is offering free shipping. And then I can change my address and the information there. So I'm actually going to just test. I did 2 just because I wanted to see about updating the cart. So I'm going to do 4, and I'm going to update the cart. And looks like that all did well. The calculations came in correct. I am past the $50 threshold, 119. So I'm actually don't want to order 4 hats. I just wanted to test that. And I'm going to go back down to 1 update here. So again, what I'm looking for is just that the e-commerce store is behaving like a traditional e-commerce. I think in today's day, yeah, everybody's ordering things online, so this shouldn't be any aha moment, but just testing to make sure that these functions are working correctly. I'm checking calculations, right? So I've got $29 total there. You can see that the site did pick up that I am now below that free shipping threshold. So it is charging me a flat shipping rate of $5.95, and then a total. Now, quick comment about that. For the store, I've set up a flat shipping charge for $5.95. Some of the integration things that I'm doing on the back end helps me calculate some of those stuff, and it takes an account of where it's shipping from. Working with Printful I think is based in the Midwest, and so that flat shipping rate should help get anything from their locations to the United States, and that's another reasons why I've only targeted United States here, not international, to keep shipping figured out for that integration I have for Printful. So yeah, so didn't hit the $50 free shipping, but maybe a future order. And let's go and proceed to checkout. Okay, we've got that in there. It gives me an opportunity to enter in my billing details. I do have some integrations to make checkout even easier, so I can buy with Apple Pay and Google Pay. It's a restatement of my order here, like in any e-commerce store. That's the product that I want. Subtotals there. Shipping, again, I am being charged for shipping, tax, total $35.94. And then an opportunity to enter my credit card information. And a quick note on this for those who are interested. So the e-commerce engine that I'm using to power all this has some integrations with card processors. And so I've integrated with some of those tools. Maybe it'll get detailed in that little future date. But the reason why that's helpful in making mention here is I'm relying and leveraging their development. So this also has been an integration point for me that I don't have to worry about credit card processing. Whenever someone enters a credit card, it goes through a secure layer that's already been proven out and is secure. And all of that development has been done through their tool that I'm integrating into. That helps speed up things for me as a business owner, because I don't want to bog down my time developing a credit card payment processing, nor do I want to worry about me handling the security, and let them handle the security of it. And that speeds up times. Now there's a fee to do that, right? So you get charged anytime someone uses their credit card, but it's pretty standard, right? Like any major e-commerce stores doing this, and it allows you to integrate securely, speeds up your process, and you are more secure and works out. So you see there's options for PayPal too, a little agreement that you agree to terms, any other notes, information I want to put in here. I'm not going to put that in here for this time. I definitely could, but I'm not going to do that here for this video. I'm actually going, and again, because I'm testing different integrations, I'm going to test Buy with Apple Pay. That is going to enter in all the data that I want and just charge it to my account that I have through Apple. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to pause the video and then I'll come back once that's done. All right, guys, we're back. I just wanted to show you this next step. I went to do that pay with Apple Pay and realized that some of my information needed to be updated to finalize that. So I'm going to show you that what that looks like going through the Buy with Apple Pay. Again, that's the end-to-end test I'm testing on this order to make sure that one's working. So I'm going to go into here and click on Buy with Apple. You'll see that it brings up a little scan code that you with your phone. And then if you do this on the desktop, it just pushes you to your phone and you do the transaction with Apple Pay on your phone. So I'm going to pause the video again, and I'm going to do that on my phone, and then we'll show the confirmation here. Hopefully it all works out. Be right back. All right, guys, back again. So still trying to get that to go through with the Apple Pay. On my phone, there's some information I needed to update with Apple before I can finalize that. I've done that. It's not picking it up yet, those changes. So the good news here is the checkout process Buy with Apple Pay is still working great on my website. There needs to be some information updated with my personal Apple Pay account and Apple. And so I've updated that information, and it appears that I need to give it a little bit of time for Apple to update their servers with that information. And so I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to go get ready for the day and leave Apple some time to get that information all integrated and updated and ready to go. And so for you, next time you see this, through the magic of editing and video editing, it's going to be a blip. But for me, I'm going to give it about an hour or so, and then we'll try it again, make sure, just waiting for Apple to get my information updated through their system of what I needed to update for Apple Pay. So I'm going to pause here, and we're going to try again. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. I just wanted to quickly take a second to show you the progress I made there. I went to use the Apple Pay like I was showing earlier, and apparently there's some issues I've got with my shipping address with Apple. The good news is it's not with my website, it's with Apple. To keep you from a really long story, the address, street name was recently changed by our city, and it's taken a while for different databases to be updated to that. And so Apple was tripping over that, unfortunately. So instead, to keep me from being bogged down, I just did the order through a normal credit card processing payment, and you can see the order was placed. Got that order received confirmation, details again. Got my mesh back cap, the iFreelance Common Creative mesh back cap. Order was placed. So that's what the customer's gonna see, which is awesome. There's an email confirmation that's sent to them. Okay, so that's what the customer's going to see on their end, which is great. Over on the right hand side is what my business sees. So I get an email letting me know that there was a Printful order placed. I have the shop currently set up to approve it. So I have to click on that button, which takes me to this screen that you see down below. And I'm getting some updates on the screen there. So you can see on the Printful, I have to go in there and approve it manually. Again, that's just an option that I have to make sure I approve them. You can see the date today. The time is off. It's not 5:14, but just showing you that I got that order placed. And the totals, you'll notice that are a little bit different. What was charged on the customer and what's charged on the store, and that's to account for some of the shipping and the different markups that happen in order to make all of that happen with the printing folks at Printful. So anyway, that's a good sign. Estimated delivery date is August 7th, which that seems like really far out. I'm actually going to track to see if that's right. So I'm hoping that's not right. But yeah, we'll that's again the end-to-end test to see if that really is how long it takes to get here. Today is July 8th, August 7th. That seems like a long time. So we're gonna see if that's right. If that is right, then I got to figure out how to speed that up. So yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick, and those are all good signs. All right, see ya. All right, guys, we're back. One last thing here to show you on this end-to-end test for the e-commerce store. I've gone through the steps that Printful asked me to do just to verify the order. One quick note on how that works. So when you place the order on the website, my website charges the payment. The payment processing happens. In this case, it was through Visa. And then I, as a business owner, get notified of it, that an order has been placed and that the charge is happening. I did check my Capital One statement. It did show that there was a pending status in there from the Common Creative Store. And so on that end, it's gone through, which is great. Again, on the business side of it, I get notified that that has been processed. It's still in a holding, waiting for approval on my end as the business owner. So I've gone through those steps, updated it. You can see that, so how this works is the printing company, which in this case is Printful, they charge me to finalize the order. So I take money from the customer, get that ordered, and then they're notified that an order has been placed on my store. They notify me that it needs to be approved. I approve it, and then they give me a bill for what it will cost to print the material. And they handle the shipping, which is also really nice too. So I've gone through that process. You can see that that is the product that I ordered. They've got a retail price on there, the total on it, the subtotal, tax total on all that. So the difference again is what's charged the customer, what Printful takes out to do their step in the process, and the difference is the profit that the store makes. And so it's not a ton, right? So there is just a few dollars in making that, so it's not like it's anything to retire on. But it does give you, why I wanted to point that out in business terminology, this is what we call as overhead, right? And so I have a cost of goods that I, as a business, need to pay out to have the cost of goods made. And they handle, it's worth it because they handle all the printing and I don't have to do the logistics part of that. But in this case, Printful is going to handle that for me. That's going to ship it out. They keep me informed of where it's at. The good news here is order is waiting for fulfillment, which means they're doing their end to get the files and the printing press. And I think in this one, it's actually embossed. So they're going to get it embossed on the hat. And then they actually gave me a better estimate delivery date, which is July 14th, which is, again, the order's placed on the 8th. So it's still, not as fast as Amazon, but it's a lot faster than it was quoting here a minute ago. So I'll take that. It'd be still great. This is what businesses do all the time, especially e-commerce world. It's about optimizing how fast you can get it to people
So for those who are joining me on this journey right now, the business is taking about a week to get a custom made product from a printing press made and sent to you. So again, I'm going to track that. Today is the 8th, and I'm going to track to see how quickly that does get to me. So I can also just set expectations with future customers, let them know it just takes a little bit of time. And thank you for your patience. Why this is helpful to do it this route, it's also really helpful on Mother Nature, right? So this helps with reducing overproduction. So in traditional models, what happens is a store will print a whole bunch or create a whole bunch of shirts or caps in this case, and then they put them on store shelves, and then they hope that they sell them. And then if they don't sell them, then they've got to figure out to recycle them. And so there's a whole like potential waste that can happen if they don't move product. And this going through Printful or a company like them actually helps reduce that, and that you're only producing material and using material for orders that are being placed. And so the drawback to that is it takes a little bit more time, right? So the product has to be produced. These guys are really quick at doing that. It does take a little bit of time to get it produced, and so it's a little bit hit on how quick you can get it to the customer, unfortunately, but it does help with reducing over production and helping Mother Nature out. So I think that's I'm okay with that. For those who are ordering through Common Creative Store, just know thank you for your patience, as it takes a little time again for the product to be created, because you've made a custom request to make it, and it will take a little bit of time to then get it through the shipping process. So okay, Printful, time is ticking. We're going to see how quickly you can get this to me. Right now it's July 8th, and I'll let you know when it arrives to my doorstep here, and I'll do a little unboxing and let you guys see it. So I have never ordered this cap. Yeah, I'm excited to see it come in. So, and then I can sport them, wear them around with these videos I'm doing, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I'm going to take off for today. Be done with this. I got to get to this important meeting coming up here for me this afternoon and prepare for that. So until tomorrow or the next recording, okay, we'll see you. All right, guys, I'm back. I just want to quickly capture this real quick. So I noticed after placing my order, I didn't get any confirmation on the customer side. So as a customer, you want to get an order confirmation email, and I never saw that come in. And so there is a bug that's going on there. So again, this is why I'm doing this before I get this all sent out to everybody. I'm trying to catch all these bugs, make sure the customer experience is refined and optimal. So this is the back end of my store. You can see here that I did a little test to send out just a mock confirmation. Thank you for your order. Testing the email capability. I did get an error. I have removed my email from the send to. So for those who are like, just put an email in there and you won't get the error. I did remove the email just for this video to keep it kind of secure, but and not putting out personal information. But I did try sending out, and I did get this error sending the test email. Please try again. So I'm gonna log this in my backlog. Again, the big list of big ideas, and I'm gonna see what's going on there and why those aren't sending. So got to dive in a little bit back there to see why my email server is not sending those off anymore. The order confirmation did go from the store. It did go to Printful. It did go to my back-end store itself, but it didn't send out the confirmation email to the customer. So I got to log that as a bug and fix it, because I'm sure for those who are ordering from my store, you want to be informed that you got your order. This is also really important too, because as the order progresses through the printing process, it sends back information to me and the customer. So you're informed of the progress of it too. So without having this fixed, that's going to cause communication issues and bad customer experience. So I want to clean this up as soon as I can. So I'm going to log this as a bug. Again, the reason why I'm doing these things here is an end-to-end test. Make sure it works on the business side. The customer has a great experience on their side. And yeah, so logging that guy, and then I'm going to move on for my day. So there you go.
All right, good morning, guys. Today is July 9th, Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. I am back up at Garden City, Utah. Yesterday in the video, I mentioned that I was down back in Salt Lake City area at our home. I had to leave the family reunion my wife's family was doing to head down there for some work-related items, my 9 to 5 things, and also had a opportunity to meet with a new company, exploring a new role with them, and I think it went okay. I don't know if it was the best that I've ever done, and this was now the fourth meeting with them, so I think it's progressing. I think I'm a strong candidate. And if it worked out, I think it'd be a great thing to do. If it works out, I'm still very committed to making this happen. So it went well. I don't know if I knocked it out of the park on that last one, but I think I did okay. I wanted to tell all of that just because, again, there's a lot going on right now, like more than usual. Maybe it's because I'm trying to get this off the ground and doing this thing, but there's just a lot in the mix, juggling a lot of different things, and so this week up here is actually really needed. I woke up this morning. It's about 6:40 right now, and I woke up in the morning thinking, man, again, just thinking it'd be nice just to stay in bed and kind of rest. But I'm going to keep doing this. So it's a beautiful morning. I kind of got you off to my left here. Sun's coming up bright. And again, this is I'm in Garden City, Utah. You can see behind me, it's also known as Bear Lake. Beautiful open land. The city, this town, Garden City is, sorry, really bright in the face. It's really awesome place to be, and come up here vacation with their family. My family comes up here quite a bit too. My mother started investing in this area back when I was 16, 17, somewhere in there, and we've come up here as a family quite a bit. So it's a great place to relax, find some ways to let go of the stresses of the world. And they're building this park right now. I'm kind of like in this parking lot right now where they do a lot of different events. And so I'm going to do a little walk here, tell you a little bit more what's going on, progress we're making for Common Creatives. I'm going to hold you off to my left here so you don't get blasted in the face with the sun. So let's see. So a lot of driving. I mentioned had to drive back down to Salt Lake, spend the night there, get up, do those events that we saw yesterday. It was nice that, again, this whole week I've got off from my normal 9 to 5, and allows me to spend time with the family, do the family reunion, be here with my kids, and when there's downtime, kind of crack open the workstation and get some Common Creative stuff in. Right now, again, continue to work on getting these videos compiled for week 1 and getting the bugs all worked out for the site. You saw yesterday I did the end-to-end test. Ordered a new hat. Should be coming from the printer
and back to my door by July 18th. So about a week. Time's ticking on that to see how it's going. I did run into that bug. As you saw yesterday, there's a bug where the site, the e-com site, is not sending out the confirmation emails to the customer, and that's a big deal. So I need to get that worked out. I think if you remember a few videos back, there was another issue with sending out emails, and I think I know what it comes from. Is so when you have emails go out like that, it gets routed through your web server. And a while back, I had to make sure that some of the emails were getting kind of blocked from like either spam attacks, and it had some issues around that. And so I think that is related to it. And I've got the solution in place. As you saw, I've already fixed the issue that we've already run into with the main social working network platform. And so we've got a pretty good direction of where to fix this other one. What it comes down to is just make sure emails can go out safely, and won't be blocked by spam filters. And so, yeah, I got to spend some time working on that. I had them working, back a while ago, and so it's a hurdle. I got to look at that. And I got to make sure it's a good experience for customers, that they're getting the information, confirmation emails. So I'll be working on that today. In the mix of everything, I think we'll be doing other fun stuff as a family. I mentioned those beautiful hills, right? You can see some of them here behind me. After this walk here, I'm going to get my son, and we're going to go ride some dirt bikes. So it's a fun thing that we like to do together. We brought our motorcycles up here for this trip, and we're going to throw a leg over one of our seats there and go hit the trails that take you back up into this area. So looking forward to that. My son is 8 years old, and some of the things that we like to do is ride motorcycles, but we also like to do the mechanics of them. So it's kind of a vicious cycle. We go out and we ride the hills, tip them over, break them, scratch them up, and then it gives us an excuse to be back in the garage fixing them again. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We're at the beginning of the cycle. We're going to go out there, have some fun, ride the trails, see the beautiful landscape, maybe break a lever or two, and come back and later on fix them in the garage. So it's been awesome doing that with him. It's been a way for me to connect with him, and so I really have enjoyed the opportunities I've had doing that. Let's see, other things going on. I think that's about it. I've got to get this end-to-end test. We can mention to my family that I'm looking for their help to do an end-to-end test. So maybe sometime here soon, I'll have them do that on the site. Got to make sure that Pay with Apple Pay is working okay. I had that weird experience with it. Just to describe again what happened there. So on the site, as you saw, you can check out with Apple Pay, which is really slick, right? Apple Pay, if you haven't used it, it's a checkout process, so checkout information that Apple has stored on your phone. So it stores your credit card information, it stores your billing address and shipping address, and it's a secure way to check out. So you don't have to re-enter information into websites and all that kind of thing. And it's really helpful for the customer, because they can just say, yep, use this information, I've already given it. And so having that integrated into my website for my e-com store is actually really nice. There's also checkout with Google Pay. So I want to make sure that feature's there. My situation was when I went to go check out with it, the information stored in my phone for Apple Pay, the billing address and the shipping address was the old name of my address at home. So real quick about that, about a year and a half ago, the city came out and sent us a letter letting us know that the actual name of the road that our house is on, they were changing it, and they were changing it because there's a big kind of highway that they're building a little ways away from us, and it had the same name, similar name, and they were concerned that if first responders or dispatchers had to send somebody over to that main highway, there'd be confusion, that they'd go to our address. And so the city felt like they needed to change the name of our street. They did that, and because of that, it's taken this last year and a half to have all of that name be, the new name be added to the databases throughout wherever places need databases for streets, including Apple, and Apple Maps. And so Apple Maps is still showing the old street name. And so when I went to put my shipping address and my billing address to the new address, the new street name, it wasn't finding it on Apple Maps, and the Apple Maps was saying this isn't a valid address. And so when I went to check out of my website, Apple Pay was saying you need to add this updated information. So it was just this vicious cycle. I think it's just unique to me and what's going on there. So I'm gonna have to check that out a different way. I want to make sure it's working. It was integrating with the site just fine. It's just my own unique situation. That was an important thing to test out though, because we've already had some packages not come to our house because of all of this, right? Like through Amazon and all of that. We've already had some issues with ordering something, and we put the new address in, and the people, like the shipping people that send out stuff, they don't have the new address, and it gets sent back. And so I knew that was going to be a potential issue with my order, that if I sent it to the old address, it wouldn't come. And then, as you know, I'm testing out all of these, the time frame on this too, like how long it takes to get placing the order and getting to me, so I can set proper expectations for customers. So, yeah, just another hurdle. This is the time for me to test all these things out to make sure that it is working well, and just another hurdle to work out. So, working those things out, making it happen. Let's see. I think that's about it. So yeah, I think that's about it. Gonna work on those things, make sure it's working right, make sure email's working right. Gonna have the family do some end-to-end testing for me on the e-com store. And another thing I'm gonna follow up on is just making sure the social working network site is doing okay with filtering out spam bots. I've got some filters on there to make sure that I'm not getting any bots trying to create accounts, and monitoring that. I'm pretty sure that's ready to go. So let's see. I think I'm going to start heading back and finish out my walk here, and start getting ready to go on a motorcycle ride with the son and with my boy, and live it up a little bit more here in Bear Lake, Utah. Get some relaxation in, and when there's a down time here and there, compile some videos and make sure emails are being sent out. So, all right. Well, have a good one.